Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me for another Haley Wonders yoga class. Today we'll be focusing a lot on hip opening and different variations of our pigeon pose. So we'll start coming into a nice comfortable seat and just allowing the palms to come down towards the knees. And as you allow the eyes to gently drift closed, we take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Big sigh out, let everything go. One more like this, deep breath in. And as you breathe in, imagine yourself drawing in a light with the breath and drinking it deep into the belly. Let it rise up into the heart space. And at the top of that breath, hold for 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, let that light diffuse through your body. Just feel it shimmering beneath your skin, down your legs, into the fingertips and the toes. And breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath at the top. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath at the bottom now and just feel the emptiness. And starting to explore our edges, our duality, this balance between light and darkness, activation and softening, and feminine and masculine, all of these polarizing energies that exist within us. And beginning to cultivate an acceptance for all of it. We take 3 more breaths like this to begin our practice. Imagine that you're breathing light into the body. Every breath, pull it all the way up into the heart. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release that breath. Feel the light diffusing, softening that glow as it melts from your body. Hold at the bottom. Breathing in. Belly rises, rib cage expanding, chest lifting. Hold and feel all of that prana, that life force energy within your body. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold and release. Just allow the breath to return to normal. With your next breath in, circling the palms up overhead, take them nice and wide. Breathing right up into the fingertips, gaze comes up towards the thumbs. We exhale to pull that breath down into the heart space. And finding Anjali Mudra, we take a slight bow of the head and set your intention for your practice today. How can we find the balance within our practice between control and surrender, between the softness and the energizing? And how can we find that balance out within our lives? And as you reflect on these questions, setting the intention from that space and taking a nice deep breath in, and we start to offer that intention up towards the sky. Let the fingertips reach all the way up. As you exhale, slowly drape the fingertips down alongside the body. Just feel them interacting with the space around you. As the fingertips land, begin to slide them forwards in front of you, walking the hands out, creating these tents through the fingertips, and then allow the shoulders to come up towards the ears. Hips begin to pull you back as we fold down. I'm just starting to breathe space into the back body. We take an inhale to rise, fingertips dragging in towards us, and palms in towards the heart space, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, fingertips drape alongside us, and we're just going to rock back onto the tailbone. And in that easy cross, just swap the feet, so opposite shin comes in front. Begin to drag the palms out in front of the body, walking the hands out. Once again, create those tents through the fingertips. Begin to hug shoulders towards the ears, and feel the tailbone trying to drag you back. And take a nice deep breath. Breathe that light, full length of the spine. And we start to drift the hands back in towards the body. Once more, palms meet. Inhale, hands to the sky. As we exhale, we're twisting to our right. Left hand catches the knee, right hand comes back behind the body. We press into the right fingertips, sit tall through the spine, and start to gaze back over that right shoulder. Breathing in, back through center, palms come in towards the heart space. Exhale to land, elbows in line with one another. Breathing in, reach tall. Exhale over to the left. Fingertips come back behind the body. Press into that left hand, lift up through the heart space and start to twist beneath that exhale. Gazing over our left shoulder. Good. We take an inhale, gaze comes back through center. Palms meet in towards the heart space. Exhale to land. Breathing in, hands tall. Exhale, dive down over the legs, plant the palms, and we're swiveling up into our tabletop position. We have knees stacked beneath hips, wrists beneath the shoulders. We spread the fingers nice and wide onto our mat. Now just start to find this gentle sway from side to side. So we press into the left side, body gaze over the right shoulder. Press into the right side, body gaze over the left. I'm just taking a couple of rounds here as we start to open through the sides of the rib cage, into the hips. And then we keep that side to side movement, but we start to add this big body roll, almost like a cat-cow. Circling the belly around in one direction. Still rotating around. Feel that opening through the sides of the ribs. And then start to move back in the opposite direction. Nice and slow. Just beginning to move in time with your breath. Experiencing the full sensations of that inhale, full sensations of the exhale. Come back through center. Take a breath in, right hand extends to the sky. Exhale as we thread that right arm in underneath the left armpit. We rest the shoulder, the cheek down onto our mat. Left hand extends straight out in front of the body. And we start to feel that deep stretch into the armpit. Let the hips slightly lift back, and then that left leg kicks out towards the side. And coming onto the outer blade of the foot, we really press that pinky toe edge into the earth. Breathing in, left hand circles towards the sky, flip the palm, reach towards that right hip crease, and begin to spin your heart open to the sky. Releasing our left palm back down onto our mat. We take an inhale, unravel. Right hand reaches out to the side. Left leg lifts to hover. So I'm going to come to face this way. We have right hand out to the side, left leg hovering beside us. Check to see that that right hip is stacked on top of the right knee. And we start to lift that left leg a little bit higher. 3. Belly hugs in. Push through that left palm. 2. 1. With an inhale, we reach forwards and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze through the midline. Breathing in, finding length. Exhale into center. Squeeze it in tight as you can. Push through that left palm. And then as you lengthen, right palm lowers back down onto our mat. Good. We kick the left toes back behind us. Left toes landing to the back of our mat. Push through the palms, hug belly to spine. Right knee squeezes in towards the chest. Take the right knee towards the right armpit. Tap. Over towards the left. Tap. Right. Left. Right, left, right foot steps to the outside of the left foot. We send the hips up in this cross-legged down dog variation. And just gently press the hips nice and high, heels drawing down towards the earth, belly hugging in. Strong through the core, we start to walk the palms in towards the body. And allowing the heels to release down towards the earth. Reaching to grab hold of opposite elbows and just let the body hang down. And feeling that really nice stretch through the outside of our left hip. Maybe a little sway from side to side if that feels good. And then releasing fingertips towards the earth. We'll start to walk the palms back out in front of the body. And slowly rising, wrists beneath the shoulders. Right knee squeezes in towards the chest. Squeeze it in tight as you can. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps between the palms. Gaze comes forwards. Left foot steps forwards to meet the right, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the palms up towards the sky. We grow nice and tall through the spine, gazing towards the thumbs, and then slowly drawing the palms in towards the heart space. And finding Anjali Mudra, your strong Tadasana pose. Crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, equal weight pressing the feet down into the earth. Bring those hands down alongside the body, the palms facing forwards. Take one full breath all the way in through the nose. Let that breath climb the body. Exhale, root down, a little bit stronger. Feel the legs firing up. Strong Tadasana legs as we work through lots of balancing postures in our practice. And coming back to that strong foundation. We inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, folding down over the legs. Lead with the heart space. And halfway lift, breath in. Plant the palms, stepping back, high plank. Good. Now get nice and strong through the arms. The fingers are spread wide, fingertips digging into the earth. We drive the heels back behind us. Crown of the head extends forwards. Take a breath in at the top of your plank. Exhale, knees to the earth. Elbows hug the body as we lower all the way down. Untuck through the toes, root through the tops of the feet. Baby cobra, chest peels up. Exhale, send it back. Hips towards the heels. We find child's pose, releasing the forehead to rest. And just giving yourself just a moment to land. Notice what's stirring inside your body. And then rising with the breath, come back through your tabletop position. Making sure that we're stacked shoulders over the wrists, knees beneath the hips. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, we thread that left arm through, release the shoulder, the cheek down onto your mat, and then reach the right fingertips towards the top of your mat. Find that tent through the hands. Gently pull back with the hips. Feel the stretch through the side of the body. Good. Reaching right hand towards the sky, breath in. And flipping the palm, bend the elbow, take a half bind as you reach towards that left hip crease and start to spin your heart to the sky, right shoulder drawing back. From here, right leg kicks out to the side. So straight out beside us. Roll the pinky edge of your foot into the mat. And feel that nice opening all the way down the side of that right leg into the calf. Release the right palm back down towards the earth. Inhale, left hand comes out beside us. Right leg lifts to hover. So again, we're making sure we have that left knee beneath the hip. Trying to work that ankle in line with the hip. Right toes point straight forwards. One more breath. Push through the right palm. Inhale, reach left arm forwards, right leg back. Pull knee to elbow. Exhale. Move with your breath. Knee to elbow. Pull it in, round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale long. Reaching out in both directions. Release the left palm down to the earth. Right toes come back behind us, come onto the ball of the foot. Push through the palms, lift through the back of the heart. Left knee draws in towards the chest. We take left knee to left armpit. Right. Left. Right. Squeeze through the midsection. Left. Right, take that left foot to the outside of the right foot. Cross legs, down dog position as we push the hips high. Fingers spread wide, strong through the core. Start to walk the palms back in towards the body. Land the heels down onto your mat. Reach to grab hold of opposite elbows and allow the body to hang. And just enjoy that opening into the back of the right hamstring. A little sway as we open up into the sides of the hips. And then releasing fingertips heavy. Walk the fingertips back out in front. Once the wrists stack beneath the shoulders, we hug the left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, left leg high. Step that left foot between the palms, gaze forwards. Right foot steps forwards to meet the left, folding over. Halfway lift. Let it go, fold. Sweeping palms towards the sky. And pulling that breath down. We land Samastiti, Tadasana pose. Hands come alongside the body. Big, deep breath in. Full breath out. So feel those opposing forces at play in every posture. It's like you're being pulled in every direction. Every inhale finds a little more length. Exhales ground us down, push down into the earth. Inhale, hands to the sky. Lead with the heart space as you open the arms, swan dive over the legs. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, step back, high plank. Find your strength in your plank pose first. Push through the heels, let the crown of the head reach forwards. Option to keep the legs lifted this time, we lower. Elbows hugging the body, come halfway down. Squeeze the elbows in towards you. Push the earth away, rise back up. Exhale, lower, halfway down. Come onto the tops of the feet. Drive out of the hands, lift through the heart space. Hips hovering away from your mat. Engage through the belly, roll over the tops of the feet, downward facing dog. And give yourself a moment to land in this first down dog as we start to pedal out through the feet, one heel and then the next, pressing down towards the earth. A little sway into the hips from side to side. And speaking of duality, we have that sun starting to come out now after clouds were coming in. We feel those equal forces. They're at play in nature, they're at play within us. And take an inhale, right leg to the sky. Find all the activation. Exhale, draw it in tight as you can. Inhale back. Tap right elbow. Take it back. Tap the left. Step right foot to the outside of the left foot. Reach the hips high, downward facing dog. Start to walk the palms in towards crossed legs. Inhale, hands reach up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers, release the palms to face up. We begin to tip over to the left. Opening through the side body, come back through center. Tip over to the right. Back through center, palms come in towards the heart space. So we have that right leg crossed over top of the left, and we're going to come onto the ball of the foot. Get strong through that left leg. Squeeze through the glute, ground down through the big toe. We begin to lift this leg up. Flex that right foot. Try to lift the ankle as high as you can, working into that active range of motion. Squeeze and hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Leg comes down. Take an inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale to fold. Swan dive down over the legs. Start to walk hands back out in front of the body. Right knee squeezes in towards the chest, tight as you can. Inhale back, three-legged dog. Step the right foot between the palms. We rise, high lunge, taking the hands up overhead. And sinking deep into that right knee, and then press back through that left heel. Draw the belly in. Exhale, we twist over to the right. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Come back through center, breath in. Exhale to twist over to the right. Breathing in. As we twist that third round, right hand catches the back of the thigh, left hand reaching up, and then start to shift your gaze towards that left heel. So you feel this full twisting, spiraling energy. Feet pressing the earth away, left fingertips trying to touch the sky. Take one more breath. Exhale, unravel, left heel grounds down. We find warrior 2. Extending the arms out in both directions. Flipping the right palm, and as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, right palm comes either inside the foot or forearm to the knee. Left arm reaching up and over the body. Start to spin your left shoulder back. Reach through the left fingertips, left pinky toe pushes into the earth. Find more space. Shift your gaze down towards the right big toe. Soft bend into the right knee, right hand travels torso length in front of the body, lifting off Ardha Chandrasana, our half moon pose. Flexing through that left foot. Again, feel the body being pulled in every direction. The mind, the eyes stay focused on that single point. We take a soft micro bend in our standing leg. Right palm comes in towards the heart space. Left leg begins to spiral out to the side. Keep it as high as you can. Circle that left leg all the way around. We're crossing left ankle over top of the right knee, palms into the heart space. This time sitting back into that standing pigeon pose. We start nice and tall through the chest. So big breath in, elbows in line with one another. Exhale, begin to fold, forearms coming down towards the shin. Good. Just start to slow your breath as your weight drops back into that right heel. Weight starts to sink back into the hips. We take an inhale to rise. Bring that knee in towards the chest. Right hand catches the knee, left hand circles back behind the body. And we start to shift our gaze back along that left arm, allowing the left shoulder blade to squeeze in towards the midline. Take a breath in, just the gaze comes forwards. Exhale, slowly cartwheel the palms, stepping back. Left foot extends to the back of our mat. Left palm lands, take an inhale, right hand to the sky. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine, hug inner thighs together. See if we can twist a little bit deeper as the right rib cage draws back. Gaze comes down towards the earth. Roll to the outer blade of the left foot. Right foot stacks on top. We find our side plank. Lift the hips nice and high. Right hand reaching up and over the body. It's like we're trying to create this rainbow shape, cinching through the left side body. Full deep breath in. Push the earth away. Exhale, right palm lowers down. High plank. Lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Find the balance between the breath in, the breath out, between the rooting down and the buoyancy that lifts you. We inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to the center of the chest. Pull it in tight. Inhale, back. Left knee taps left elbow. Back. Left knee taps right elbow. Step left foot to the outside of the right foot. Find that variation of our down dog and start to walk the palms in towards the body. As the heels ground down, we take an inhale to rise, hands up to the sky. Good. So this time we have that left leg crossed over top of the right. Flip the palms to face up, tipping over to our left. Breathing in back through center, over to the right. Inhale through center. Bring the palms in towards the heart space. We rise up onto the ball of that left foot. Let the knee turn to open. Strong through our right glute. Squeeze through the bum, engage through the foot. We start to lift that left heel up. So think like you're coming into pigeon pose, but we're finding that active range of motion in the hip. So often in our yoga practice, we rely on passive range. So really starting to activate, lift it a little bit higher. Squeeze through the hip. 3, 2, 1. Release that foot down. Big breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale to fold. Drape the body down over the legs. We start to walk the palms out in front of the body. As the shoulders stack on top of the wrist, left knee hugs in towards the chest. Inhale, left leg high. Step the left foot between the palms. Rise with the breath, high lunge, hands to the sky. Root down into your foundation first and then climb up with the breath. We exhale to the left, finding our twist. Breathing in, back through center, belly draws in. Exhale, twist through the midsection of the body. Open that chest. Good. One more, big breath in. Exhale, we twist. Left hand catches back of the thigh. Right hand reaching up, and then we start to shift our gaze towards the right heel. Keep hugging inner thighs together. Right heel presses back, and try to press your thigh into your hand. One more breath in, reach a little more through the right fingertips. Exhale, windmill the arms to open. Right heel grounds down, warrior two. Stretching the arms out in both directions. Take a moment to adjust your stance as you need. We flip the left palm, reverse your warrior, breath in. Exhale carries us forwards, forearm to the knee, or left palm planting to the inside of the foot. Right hand reaches towards the top of your mat. Right pinky toe grounds down into the earth. And start to spin that right shoulder back. Really open the heart space. We take our gaze towards the big toe. Soft bend through the left knee. Left hand travels torso length in front of the body, rising up into our half moon pose. Good. And try to think about stacking one wrist on top of the next. Take a soft bend into that standing leg. Left palm comes in, half Anjali Mudra. Right leg begins to spiral out to the side, slow as possible. Take it all the way around. Finding our standing pigeon on this side, palms to the heart. Sit back into your chair pose. So we have that right foot, right ankle crossed over top of the knee. And we start with the spine nice and long, and then as we exhale, the body folds down. Forearms coming towards the shin. Weight dropping back into our left heel as we drop the hips a little bit deeper. Inhale to rise. Left hand catches the outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches back behind the body as we find that gentle twist. Root down through your left big toe. Find a strong Tadasana leg. Each breath in allows the head to climb a little bit higher. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Breathe it in, just the gaze forwards. Exhale, step back, cartwheel the palms. We're stepping right foot to the back of our mat. Right palm lands, left hand to the sky, breath in. Pull the belly in, start to twist a little bit deeper as you push out of that right palm. We shift our gaze to come down. Weight rolls into the outer blade of the right foot. Left foot stacks on top, left arm reaches up and over. Deep stretch through the side of the body. Big breath in, reach a little more through left fingertips. Release palm to the earth. We move through our flow, chaturanga, exhale. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take this moment to land just in that stillness. Explore the balance between the inhale, the exhale, and that equal pause, just that moment, just to watch the stillness between the breaths. Just to recollect our breath, our thoughts, to slow down the heartbeat if it's racing. We inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Take it back. Knee to right elbow. 3-leg dog. Knee to left elbow. Kick that foot out to the side. We're coming onto the outer blade of the foot. We begin to lift left hand towards the sky. Grounding that left heel down onto the earth, and then cinch through the side body as you reach up through the left fingertips. Take one more full breath and try to lift the hips a little bit higher. Release, left palm back down onto the earth. Roll onto the ball of that left foot. We're on the outer blade of the right, and we just start to slide it out to the side a little. Let the hips melt down, heart space pulls forwards. Hug belly in towards the spine. Drag that right knee towards the right wrist. Slide the left leg back behind the body. We're coming into our pigeon pose. We reach up onto the fingertips first and start to press the earth away. Exhale, start to fold down. Walking the hands out in front of the body. Eventually allowing the forehead to rest, whether it be on stacked fists or all the way down upon the earth. And we just allow for 3 slow breaths, just to let the body surrender as we really melt our weight down into the hips. And walking the palms back in towards the body. Press into the palms, tuck the back toes. As we drive the earth away, we step right foot to the outside of the left. Finding that down dog variation, hips nice and high. We'll walk the palms back in towards the body. Ground down through the heels, take an inhale, hands to the sky. Interlace the fingers. We begin by tipping over to the left. Breathe it in through center. Over to the right. Inhale through center, palms meet in towards the heart space. Land onto the ball of the right foot. Squeeze through that left glute. Get super strong through the left leg. We begin with that active lift. Pull the right heel in towards us. Keep the foot flexed. Let the knee turn out. Ankles trying to lift. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release that foot to the top of the left knee. Sit back, second round, standing pigeon pose. We start to see if we can sink a little bit deeper now. Forearms coming down towards the shins, and then we start to release fingertips towards the earth. Maybe extending through that left leg as we fold down. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, rebend into the knee. So deep bend in that left knee. Right fingertips land to the center of our mat. We take an inhale, left hand to the sky. And start to twist the heart to open. Flipping the palm, bend the elbow, take a half bind as you reach towards that right hip crease. And spinning our heart to open. Big breath in, left shoulder draws back. Exhale, release. Left fingertips come down. Palms collect in towards the heart space. Stand tall. Step the right foot down in front of the left. Circle the hands to the sky. Exhale, fold straight down over the legs. Walking the palms back out in front of the body. Good. As the wrists land beneath the shoulders, right knee squeezes in towards the chest. Inhale, take it back. Right foot steps between the palms. Left heel grounds down. Windmill the arms to open. Stretch out through the fingertips. Let the body be pulled in every direction, and then flip that right palm. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, forearm to knee. Second option, palm to earth. Third option, hand comes back behind the body, or perhaps full bind as we reach behind the back, clasping the hands. If we come into that clasp, make sure we're pulling the left shoulder back, finding all that space across the collarbones. Release the bind. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior, right leg lengthens. Exhale, cartwheel the palms. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Fingertips start to reach a little bit further forwards in front of the body. Big breath in, we rise right up onto the left big toe. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Soft bend in the standing leg. Take the palms into the heart. Stand tall. Drawing that left knee in towards the chest. Now left peace fingers wrap around the big toe. Right hand comes onto our hip. Extend through the left leg. Allow the left shoulder to draw you back. Option here to use a strap or a belt if you have that at home to bring it around the foot. We begin to open that left leg out to the side. Take it out nice and wide. Reach through the right fingertips. Let the full front body be open. Now get strong through that standing leg. Again, engage through the glute. Keep hold of the toes. Soft bend in our standing leg. We begin to tip forwards. Think about leading with the heart space. Belly draws in. Now keep mindful of where that left foot is. We're going to let go of the toes. We hold. 3, 2, 1. Circle that foot around. Cross it over top of the right knee. Palms in towards the heart. Sitting back into our standing pigeon once again. Let your weight drop back into the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to fold. Releasing the fingertips down towards the earth. Begin to lengthen through that right leg. Let the body fold down over the leg. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, sink down into the knee. Weights back into the right heel. Left fingertips find the center of our mat. Inhale, right hand to the sky. And we start to spin the heart to open, flipping the palm, half bind, we reach towards that left hip crease. Big breath in to open through the heart space. Exhale, release, fingertips back down towards the earth. Palms coming in towards us, we rise with the breath. Left knee gathers in towards the chest, squeeze it in nice and tight. Exhale, strong step back with the left leg. Big breath in to rise, one breath, high lunge. Circle the palms down towards the earth. Roll onto the outer blade of the left foot. Right leg steps on top of the left. Reach that right hand up and over, cinch through the side body. Right palm lowers down. Halfway down we lower, hold. Press the earth away, rise back up. Exhale, lower down. Moving through your back bend. Downward facing dog. Give yourself that moment to land. Notice what you're feeling, what thoughts are present. Feel the breath just starting to balance out. We find that equal length, inhale to exhale. Riding that balance, we breathe in left leg to the sky. Knee to nose, draw it in. Three-legged dog. Tap left elbow. Three-legged dog. Tap the right elbow. Kick the foot out to the side, come to the outer blade of the foot. Right heel grounds down, right hand to the sky. Squeeze through the side body, press the earth away. Release, right palm back down towards the earth. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Left foot slides slightly away and we start to dip the hips to hover. Deep opening through that outside of the left hip. Draw the belly in, draw left knee towards left wrist. Slide that foot back behind you, coming into our pigeon pose on this side. Walking the fingertips in towards us first, take a breath in. Exhale to fold down over the leg. Once we land, let the body fully relax. Soften skin around the eyes. Soften through the belly and the hips. Just let yourself be held by the earth here. Softening into the stillness just as much as we meet ourselves in that full activation. And we're walking the palms back in towards the body. Wrists beneath the shoulders, tuck the right toes. Step left foot to the outside of the right foot. Find that down dog variation. Press the hips high, cross legs. Walk the palms back towards the feet. Ground down through the heels. Take an inhale, hands to the sky. Good. So we have left leg crossed over the right. We flip the palms to face up, tipping to our right. Inhale through center, over to the left. Bring it back through center, palms in towards the heart space. Come onto the ball of that left foot. Activate through the right glute, and we begin to lift the leg. Squeeze it up high as you can. 3, 2, 1. Release the ankle to the top of the right knee, sitting back. And we start to work towards our flying lizard pose now. So flex through that left foot. Release the fingertips down towards the earth. Now we want to hook the foot to the outside of that right tricep. So we're really squeezing the toes to wrap around. Palms land shoulder width apart. Fingers spread super wide onto your mat. Good. We start to create this shelf with the triceps for the shin. So we think chaturanga through the arms. We're resting that shin onto the triceps. We begin to tip our weight forwards. And squeezing our right heel in towards the bum. Maybe that right foot starts to extend straight back behind the body. 3, 2, 1. Draw it in towards the body. Release the right toes down. Coming out the way we came in, palms into the heart. Stand tall, cross the left leg over top of the right. Breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, we dive down. Walk the hands back out in front of the body. Wrists land beneath the shoulders. Left knee hugs in towards the chest. Inhale, left leg high. Left foot steps between the palms. Right toes turn out, ground the heel. Windmill the arms to open. Stretch the arms out in both directions. Flip the left palm, reverse your warrior. Forearm comes down towards the knee. Left palm can land inside the foot, or option to find that full bind. Reaching right hand back behind the body, left hand beneath the left leg. Push through your left big toe. Start to open through the heart space. It's like the left side body's trying to pull away from the thigh. Yeah, and just notice your breath here. Is it strained or is it flowing freely? Release the bind. Reverse your warrior, left leg lengthens. Exhale, cartwheel the palms. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Hands reach out in front of the body. Breath in, rises up onto the big toe. Exhale, knee to nose. Soft bend in our standing leg, palms to the heart space. As we stand tall, right knee draws in towards us. Hug that right knee in nice and tight. Right big fingertips grab around the big toe, or option strap to the foot. Extend that leg straight out in front of the body. Good. Begin to open right leg out to the side. Hand comes out beside us. And then slow motion, we begin to tip forwards. Good. Let the hips reach back. Heart space charging out in front. Make note where those right toes are. When we release the leg, can we hold for 3, 2, 1. Start to circle that leg back around. Right foot crosses over the top of the left knee. Hands into the heart space. We sit back into our pigeon pose once again. And so this time we're hooking that right foot around the outside of the left tricep. So really hooking it around, creating that shelf for the shin to rest upon the triceps, palm spread. Weight starts to transfer into the fingertips. We create the shelf. Squeeze left heel in towards the bum. Begin to extend left leg straight back behind the body. Wherever you're at, can you hold for 3? Squeeze the belly in. 2, 1. Left knee draws in. Left foot lands. Good. Rise, hands in towards the heart space. Squeeze that knee in tight as you can. Strong step back. Inhale to rise. Circling the palms down towards the earth. Right palm lands, roll to the outer blade of the right foot. Left foot stacks on top. Breath in as we open the side body. Left palm lowers down, moving through your flow. And just let that breath soften you. And then we're going to hop through the hands or take the knees to the earth, however you want to get there. Swinging those feet to extend straight out in front of the body. We take an inhale, hands reach up towards the sky. And then folding straight down over the legs and toes pulled back towards the body. On each breath in, the heart space reaches forwards. And then we soften with that breath out. Good. Just allowing the body to start to slow down. So you feel the breath slowing and softening. Feel the heartbeat slowing, softening. And you just start to listen to all of the wisdom. And then as you close your eyes, just start to notice anything that's speaking to you inside your body. You're cultivating that full acceptance for whatever's there, the light, the dark, all the contradictions contained inside us. And as we rise with the breath, we plant the palms back behind the body, fingertips facing forwards. With the breath in, we lift the hips nice and high. Now push through the big toes. Try to connect them to the earth. Squeeze through the bum, hips lift a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips to melt. Let the legs become completely soft now. Flip the palms to face open, and this time we find this passive forward fold. Body just draping down over the legs, the chin tucking heavy towards the chest. Let it go with a sigh. As as we slowly rise, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next, and coming all the way up into our seated position. And we begin to reach the fingertips forward, C-curve through the spine, lowering down one vertebrae at a time, and trying to resist that drop. And then as the shoulders and the back of the head land, let out a gentle sigh, release. And we're walking the feet in nice and close towards the body. Heels, so we can just about tickle them with the fingertips, and feet hip width apart. We inhale to lift the hips. And coming into our bridge pose, walking the shoulders in underneath us as we interlace the fingers behind the back. Start to drive out of the soles of the feet, hips lifting, heart space pressing up towards the chin. And then let it go, let it all be soft as you roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Hips landing, feet coming a little wider as the knees knock in together, and we place a palm to the belly, a palm to the heart. And with your hands placed against your body, just appreciating all of the steps, all of the path that has led you to here. We've just celebrated the spring equinox here in Australia, this day of balance between light and darkness, and slowly moving into that new season where the light begins to conquer. And we're deeply connected to nature and the world around us. We also have our own inner seasons, valleys and peaks. And we can't rush our way through these cycles. We must just accept where we're at. So with your hands against your body, feeling your body breathing, can you find that radical self-acceptance, self-love for where you are at? And start to draw the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the palms around the shins, giving yourself a nice big hug. And start to rock gently, side to side, just massaging out through the low back. And a couple gentle circles of the knees and around in one direction, just loosening up any last little bit of tension that might be lingering in the hips. Done lots of work into the hip opening today. And then we take the knees nice and wide, and finding happy baby, grabbing hold of inner or outer blades of the feet, knees drawing down towards the earth. And just let that breath reach right into the hips as we feel a resistance, hands against the feet, but equally as much feet pressing into the hands. And you can find a little rock from side to side if that feels good. And then slowly releasing the feet back down towards the earth. We take the arms wide and then allow the hips to lift. Place them just to the right side. Lift the knees, right leg crosses over top, knees fall to the left. And we're gazing across that right shoulder. Right shoulder pressing down, perhaps hand to knee to guide the knees down towards the earth. And then slowly we come back through center. Unraveling through the legs, plant the feet, give the hips a little hop to the left. Knees lift, left leg crosses over, knees fall to the right side. We gaze across the left arm, right hand might connect to the knees. Left shoulder pressing down to the earth. And slowly rise, knees coming back through center. Giving the hips that little hop to neutral And then one last time, knees hugging towards the chest, wrap the palms around the shins. With a breath in, lift the chin towards the chest. Squeeze into this little ball, tight as you can, and then hold that breath. And feel all the prana contained inside of you. Feel the tingling, the shimmering of light inside. All that energy that's bouncing around the edges of your body. And when you cannot hold that breath any longer, big exhale, let everything go. And coming into our final Savasana. As we soften through the face and the jaw, we soften the neck and the shoulders. We feel the hips getting heavier and the legs, as if you were sinking into the earth beneath you. And just allow yourself to rest in this space. The integration of a practice. All that energy that we poured into our practice. Now is the time to completely relax, to let it all be absorbed into every cell. All of that movement and breath and intention. And so I encourage you not to rush out of your Savasana today. I'm going to let you be here. And you can remain for as long as feels good for you. With the eyes closed and that gaze, that light of awareness turned inside your body. And when you feel that urge to get up and move, can you stay for just a few extra breaths? Enjoy the stillness.